वासुदेवेन्द्रयोगीन्द्रं नत्वा ज्ञानप्रदं गुरुं मुमुक्षूणां हितार्थाय तत्त्वबोधोऽभिधीयते। Page number 124. Second paragraph. कर्माणि कतिविधानि सन्तीति चेत् आगामि सञ्चित प्रारब्धभेदेन त्रिविधानि सन्ति ज्ञानोत्पत्त्यनन्तरम् ज्ञानिदेहकृतं पुण्यपापरूपं कर्म यदस्ति तदागामीत्यभिधीयते। संचितं कर्म किम् अनन्तकोटिजन्मनां बीजभूतं सत् यत्कर्म जातं पूर्वार्जितं तिष्ठति तत् संचितं ज्ञेयम् प्रारब्धं कर्म किमिति चेत् इदं शरीरमुत्पाद्य इह लोके एवं सुखदुःखादिप्रदम् यत्कर्म तत्प्रारब्धं भोगेन नष्टं भवति। प्रारब्धकर्मणां भोगादेव क्षयः इति। According to our Hindu scriptures, birth is because of one's own karma. Any being takes a life because of its past karma. That karma one has to experience in the form of karma phalam, the result of that action. So karma phalam, who has to exhaust, who has to undergo? The one who has performed, that being, that jiva alone has to experience the result of that action, one's own action. This is called karma siddhantaha. Karma siddhantaha. And up to this portion we saw jnanena brahmaivahamasmiti aparoksha jnanena nikhila karma bandha vinirmuktaha syat. That means a person is free from his karma phalam only by destroying his karmas, previous karmas. How can he destroy the karma? Because of jnanam. Only through jnanam he can destroy his karmas. Once he destroys his karma, there is no rebirth at all. So Jnani alone can destroy his past karma. Then Sishya is asking, how many karmas are there? What are the types? How many types of karma is there? For that, Guru is answering, there are three types of karma. One is Sanchitam, second one is Prarabdham, third one is Agami. Here, Sanchitam karma kim? So, first he asking Agami karma. Karmani katividhani samti. How many karmas are there? First, Guru is giving Agami karma. Student is asking Agami karma kim? Then Sanchitam karma kim? Prarabdha karma kim? So each karma the Guru is explaining. I gave that 6 laws of karma. Law of karma number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What was the first law of karma? No? Every action is bound to give a result. Karma phalam is bound to come. This is the first law. Karma gives 2 types of phalam. One is drishta phalam, another one is adrishta phalam. Drishta means visible result, adrishta means invisible result. Both are going to come. First law. The second law was adrishta phalam, drishta phalam, adrishta phalam, first law. Second law is, in that adrishta phalam itself there are 2 types. Invisible results itself 2 types. One is punya adrishta phalam and papa adrishta phalam. Visible, not invisible punya phalam. Invisible papa phalam. That papa phalam, that karma which is born out of wrong actions. That is papa phalam. Again, in this adrishta punya papa itself, based on what? Based on your motive. Number 1, 2 factors. Adrishta punya papa karma phalam based on 2 factors. Why one get punya, why one get papamana? One get punya based on motive. If your motive is good, you get punya phalam. If your motive, bhavana inside is bad, you get papa phalam. Therefore, you have to entertain what motive? Right motive. Correct motive you have to entertain while you are doing karma. Then what is the second factor? For this one example I have given. What is this motive? Doctor and thief. So you cannot forget that. Second factor comes under third law of karma, the scriptural injunctions. Scriptural injunctions are also talking about adrishta karma phalam, punya papa phalam. Scriptures prohibit certain actions. Scriptures prescribe certain actions. What scriptures prohibit? Certain actions, nishedha. They may give some temporary results, benefits to me, visible results, but Shastra says those prohibited actions, if you follow, you get papam. And second one, Shastra prescribes certain actions to be performed, like dhanam, etc. If you do dhanam, you may lose money, but you get punya. So Shastra alone guide us properly. 16th chapter, Lord Krishna said, Tasmas Shastram Pramanante Karya Karyav Vyavasthitam. Arjuna, what is right, what is wrong, what is to be done, what is not to be done, how can you know? Na? Only through Shastra. Shastra Pramanam is important. Therefore, we require a person's guidance who knows Shastra. That's why Guru. Guru is one who knows Shastra, guides according to Shastra. Then your life is in a safe track. This is the third law. Then fourth law we saw was every law, suppose we do many actions, one first action, second action, third action, fourth action, like that number of actions we do. Which action fructify first? First action will fructify or reap its fruits, or second action or third action. There is no chronological order. Any action can fructify at any time. Who decides? The karma decides. No? The karma decides. You cannot decide, oh, first action I have done, let me escape this action. You cannot change the order or put in, it is not in your hands. There is no chronological order. Otherwise, what we will do? Let me do a lot of karmas, whatever I want. Anyhow, first two only I am going to papa karma later. No, by that time I will get jnanam. Like that, we human beings, find out a lot of ways to escape. And that and all not possible. There is no chronological order. Any karma can fructify at any time to reap the results. Then fifth law of karma is there is no choice. Compulsorily one has to undergo. Na bhuktam kshiyate karma janma koti shatairapi. No choice. You have to undergo compulsorily, inevitable. No one can escape. This is the fifth law of karma. Kritam karma shubha shubham. Either shubha karma or ashubha karma, one has to undergo. The last and final one we saw was sixth law of karma. Your present karma alone decides your future janma. What type of body you have to take, which parents you have to get, which area, which place you have to born, who decide, and which husband you have to get, which wife you have to get, what type of children you have to get, all who decide, and our own karma decides. Through this what we come to know, whole world and the people, other beings are all instruments. They are all only mediums. What? They help us to exhaust our punya papa. They are only mediums. They are not responsible to give sukha dukkha for us. Through them, we exhaust our punya papa karma phalam. They are only means, sadhanams. Therefore, we need not blame any person either in the family or in the neighborhood or in the outside society. Therefore, we need not blame anybody. Really, on the other hand, we have to thank them. We have to thank them internally. They are helping us to exhaust our punya papa prarabdha. So what are the advantages if I accept this law of karma, these 6 features, if I understand what are the advantages? There are some advantages. Other religions, they don't believe in this law of karma because they think this life alone is one life. There is no next life. Punarjanma is not there. Therefore, let us finish everything in this janma. Therefore, they are very hurry. They are all hurry in finishing everything in this janma. We are all relaxed. ஏன்னா நமக்கு நிறைய ஜென்மா வரும். எத்தனை ட்ரெஸ் இருக்கு கப்போர்டில். ஒரு ட்ரெஸ் எடுத்துகிட்டு போட்டு இன்னொரு ட்ரெஸ் போட்டுக்க வேண்டியதான். லைக் தட் நம்முடைய கர்மா கப்போர்டில் நிறைய ட்ரெஸ் இருக்கு. இன்னொரு ஜென்மா நெக்ஸ்ட் ஜென்மா. தட்ஸ் வை வி லிஜர்லி கோ அண்ட் ஸ்லோலி லைக் டார்டாய்ஸ் மாதிரி. வி ஆர் நாட் ஹரி. Slowly we do our karmas and next like that everything will exhaust slowly. This is our way of thinking. First advantage is, I get a question, why this disparity in the society? Why some people born rich? Why some people born by birth very pure, poor, with congenital diseases, lot of pains, problems? This doubt question comes in my mind. Immediately I question the Lord, why He created like this. All these questions in our mind can be answered only when I know this law of karma. One person is born with a golden spoon, one person born with no spoon, one person born with shelter, good health, nice parents, one person born and by birth born and lost his mother or father, or lost his health also. Why? What answer you can give? Only one answer. It is that jiva's its own karma. So the disparity cause is their punya, papa, karma. Now we get it out why this person is doing a lot of atrocities, but still he is enjoying nice life. Now he is enjoying this present person is past karta, present bhokta. Is it not? Therefore, karma is the cause. The disparity of life, birth, everything is because of one's own karma. This is the first advantage. If I accept, I need not blame anybody. Second advantage is, if I know this law of karma, oh my God, I am only responsible for my life. This pleasure and pain what I am undergoing is because of my previous karma. Therefore, that karma what I have done now I am facing now. Therefore, I am only responsible for my life. Past life, present life, future life. Therefore, I am responsible. Therefore, I can take care of my life. Today karta is tomorrow bhokta. Today karta, the doer of actions, is tomorrow the enjoyer, the bhokta. This is the second advantage. Then third advantage is, I take charge of my life. I take charge of my life. I take whole burden on my own shoulders. If I do this karma, I am only going to face that. Therefore, I am in charge of my life. Responsible, the past, present, future, adivere, responsible. Charge means what? Will. I can use my will. I am in charge. I am take care of my life. I am the take care of my life. That I am using my willpower fully. That's why I take charge of my future life. My future depend upon my present actions. Therefore, since my future life is depend on my present actions, I take charge of my life. That means what? Present me is what? Past me. Present me is past me. Future me is present me. Okay. Present me, who is exhausting punya papa because of past me, nabanda karma. Then future me, I am going to become a future person. Future me based on what? Present me. Okay. You are getting point. Okay. Therefore, present, past, future, ellame naneda. So therefore stop grumbling. Stop grumbling on family members. Fourth advantage is, once I am only responsible for my sukha, dukkha, my devotion towards Lord can be retained, maintained in a same manner. My devotion will not come down. My devotion towards Lord will not become feeble. Otherwise, I will question Him and slowly my bhakti will come down, because I think God alone is responsible. Therefore, people all think what? Bhagavan alone is responsible for our dukkha. So the bhakti comes down. Suppose if I know this law of karma, this is the, I am responsible, I am charged, I am taking charge of my life. Na? I will not blame the Lord, and my devotion is intact. I am ever bhaktaha only. Clear? Then the last and final advantage is when I have to face a certain trivial situation, crisis, I can maintain a balanced approach. When I have to face a trivial, painful situation or undergoing a pain, unfavorable situation, because of this law of karma jnanam I have, because of Tattva Bodha study, what I do? I balancedly handle the situation as much as possible. So the balance, tranquility and equanimous mind can be maintained when I know this law of karma. This is another advantage. I will not undergo any suppression or depression. I can manage. Management. Okay. Management, life management is possible if I know this law of karma. These are all the advantages. Now looking into the text. Agami karma kim, when the Guru Sishya asked, the Guru is answering, Jnanotpatti anantaram Jnani deha kritam. You know, sanchita karma means that you have accumulated in so many janmas, that is sanchita karma. That sanchita karma, what he has acquired. No? Now we are talking about a Jnani here, not ordinary person. Jivan Muktaha we are talking. So, Sanchita karma, Agami karma, Prarabdha karma. He is going to explain that. First he is explaining Agami karma. 3 karmas are there. How this Jnani exhausts. How he can be free from rebirth. Karma, how can he destroy? How Jnanam destroys karma. That method the Guru is explaining now. How Jnanam destroy Agami karma. Jnanotpatti anantaram Jnani deha kritam punya papam karma yadasti tat Agami iti abhidhiyate. Jnana utpatti anantaram. After knowledge. Jnanam utpatti anantaram. After arisen of knowledge. Jnani deha kritam. The Jnani's body perform an action. What karma? Punya papa rupam karma. Punya karma, even papa karma also. Na. Papa karma means unknowingly. Suppose the panchashuna are there, no? Panchashuna means when you are walking, some ants may die. No? Because when you are breathing, some bacteria may go inside. So certain type of unknown actions, not deliberate wrong actions, Jnani never does. But unknown actions, no? Those actions, papa karma, yadasti tat agami iti abhidhiyate. That karma is known as agami karma. Agacchati iti agami. Then what about sanchitam? Sanchitam karma kim? Anantakoti janmanam bijabhutam sat karma jatam purvarjitam tishtati. Anantakoti janmanam. From many janmas, anantakoti. Koti countless. Anantakoti, limitless crores and crores of janmas. How they are? Sanchita karma is always in bija bhutam, means past anartham. Bija bhutam means which is in a seed form. Bija bhutam. Karma jatam. Karma jata means it is a heap. Lot of karmas are there. Jata means group. Karma jatam. Purvarjitam. Jata means a bundle. Bundle of karmas. Purvarjitam. Purvarjitam earned. Purvam. Purvam arjita. Arjita means earned. Purvam previous janma. previous Janma earned, Tishtati, that is staying, remaining. Tat Sanchitam Gneyam, that is to be known as Sanchitam Karma. Prarabdham Karma Kimiti Ched. If you ask what is Prarabdha Karma, Idam Shariram Utpadya Ihaloke Evam Sukha Dukkhadi Pradam Yat Karma. Prarabdha Karma is that Idam Shariram Utpadya, that karma which produced this body. I told you, no, Sanchita Karma alone, one portion comes and gives this body. And that karma is called Prarabdha Karma. Arabdham Karma is called Prarabdha Karma. We call it as fate. Fate, it is already fixed. It is going to start. Okay? Prarabdham Karma. Agami comes under will. Prarabdha comes under fate. Agami comes under will. You can use your will and you can decide your actions. But whereas Prarabdha Karma, you have already done Sanchita, that Sanchita, one portion has fructified, that has given this body, then you have to undergo that karma phalam in this body. That is called Arabdham Karma. So, Siriram Utpadya, when Ihaloke, in this world, where? In this world. Which karma we are exhausting? Prarabdha Karma. Loke evam sukha dukkhadi pradam. That prarabdha karma having given this body, what it does? Sukha dukkha prasadam. Pradam manana adapradam illa. Not adapradam, but sukha dukkha pradam. Pradam means that is giver of pleasure and pain. Adi padat mishritam. சிலர் அழுவார், சிலர் சிரிப்பார், சிலர் அழுது கொண்டே சிரிப்பார்ன்னு சொல்கிறோம் இல்லையோ, அது மாதிரி ஆதி பதார்த் மிஸ்ரிதம். இப்போ நமக்கு ஏசி ப்ளஸ் ஸ்வெட்டிங், இது விட பெஸ்ட் எக்ஸாம்பிள் என்ன? இப்போ நம்ம சுகமா ஆறு துக்கமா? கரெக்டாக இருக்கு. ஆதி பதார்த்து பாருங்க எவ்வளோ போட்டார். ஏசி வேணும்னு தோணுறது மனசுக்குள்ள, இல்லாமல் இருந்த தேவையில்லையேன்னு தோணும். ஆனால் ஹாஃப் ஏசி ஹாஃப் ஃபேனு, என்ன பண்ணுறது? அதுதான் ஆதி பதாது. எத் கர்ம தது பிராரப்தம். ஸோ வி ஆர் எக்ஸாஸ்டிங் அவர் பிராரப்தா. Bhogena nashtam bhavati. That prarabdha can be exhausted only by bhoga. Bhoga means you have to undergo its pain and pleasure. Bhogena. Prarabdham karmanam bhogadeva kshaya iti. Because scriptures says what? Prarabdha karma can be exhausted only by undergoing and experiencing only, and exhausting. You have to exhaust. Bhogat eva nashtam. Kshayahana nashtam. Can be destroyed. Prarabdha can be destroyed only by exhausting. We have to undergo that pain and pleasure. So, who decides our body now? What we have got body? Our prarabdha only has decided. That's why people knowingly, unknowingly, they say, "Yalla enathala elithu." Prarabdha enna? Harenapi lalata likita reka parimartum na shakyate. Hari enna Vishnu. Hare enna Shiva. Even Shiva, Vishnu also cannot change our lalata rekha. அதனால் 3, 4, 5 இருக்கும். They look at the face. Lalata rekha means what? Vidhirata is determined by our karma. Bhagavan cannot change. The palmistry they are seeing, no? Palmistry. All lines you see, whatever your karma you have done, you have come with that prarabdha. Lines also you have drawn. Who draw lines? You have only drawn. When? In the previous Janma. They do not know this. And they say, "Kai parunga konjam." யாருக்கு ஜோசியர்கிட்ட போய் என்னோட கை பாருங்க, சிலக்கா ஜோசியம் கூட கை பாருங்க, யார் பார்க்கணும்? யூ only have decided all the lines what is. Okay. This is about prarabdha, sanchita, agami. Now the next portion, how these three karmas, prarabdha we have to exhaust by bhoga deva. What about sanchita, agami? This gnani should not get next birth. Karma is there, even little bit, an iota karma is there, he has to take next birth. But gnani is not going to take next birth. How he is able to destroy the karma? Shastra says. We'll read the portion. Up to here we saw in the last class. Okay. Sanchitam karma brahmaivahamasmiti nischaya jnanena nashyati. Sanchita karma anantakoti janmana arjitam. No? That karma can be destroyed. Suppose there is a darkness, no, in the cave. From so many centuries there is darkness. How much time it will take to remove that darkness? When you light the lamp, how much time it will take to go remove that darkness? Immediately it goes, even though it is from centuries. But if you light the lamp, immediately within a moment it goes. Similarly, Jnana Deepam, Jnana Agni, Sanchita, Janma, 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 crores Janma Sanchita also is destroyed at once. Anartham. Jnanagni dagdha karmanam bhasmasat kurute Arjuna. Lord Krishna says to Arjuna, so that Sanchita can be destroyed. Jnani destroys the Sanchita because of I am Atma Swarupam. I have no birth at all. I have no death at all. Where is the question of Sanchita? Sanchita is mithya, Janma is mithya, Bandha is mithya, Maranam is mithya. Everything he knows. He disidentify with the body. He disidentify with the three sharirams. Once you disidentify with the body, kartrutvam, bhoktrutvam, that Sanchita will not touch you. Jnanena eva nashyati. So Sanchita mota gone. So therefore next Janma is gone. I need not enter into any another womb of a mother. Any species. Cockroach womb, crocodile womb, cow womb, hastina, elephant womb, or dog, kaludai, karadu, என்னென்னமோ இருக்கலையோ. We do not know. We need not enter. When you study Bhagavad Gita, Tattva Bodha, Upanishads, because we get jnanam. Sanchita is burnt. What about agami? When we are doing Sanchita means you have to understand before and today. Suppose I get Atma Jnanam. Okay, today I recognize I am Atma Swarupa. What about morning karma, yesterday's karma? All also come under Sanchita only. Not only previous Janma, until Jnanam, whatever I have done, all join in Sanchita. All of them also burnt out. So after Jnanam also, Jnani survives or not survives. After Jnanam, Jnani survives and Jnani also does some Punya Papa Karma. He said, Agami Karma. What about that Agami Karma? How can he be free from birth? In the Agami Karma, will it not give any birth to him? For that he answers, Agami Karma Pim. Karmapi jnanena nashyati kincha agami karmanam nalini dalagata jalavat ज्ञानिनां सम्बन्धो नास्ति. It's very interesting, Agami karmapi jnanena nashyati. Even agami karma also, after jnanam, whatever jnani does, any action, that karma has to give phalam to him. But he is not going to take any body, he is not going to experience that karma phalam. How can he escape? Even this jnanam destroy that agami karma. How is it possible? He does actions after jnanam without kartrutvam. I am karta, I am the doer, I am doing in a bhavana irundada, and the karma will touch this person. So kartrutva bhavana vina yaha karoti jnani saha is free from agami karma. So identity with this body, I am the doer, I am the father, I am the mother, I am the wife, I am husband, I am only doing. In the bhavana irundada, and the karma, agami karma, will come and cause some phalam. But whereas this jnani does karma without any attachment. That is the reason. Akartrutva bhavana anartham. Patru illamal. Sthula sukshma srira abhimana rahitaha. Kartrutva bhoktrutva abhimana rahitaha. Especially kartrutva abhimana rahitaha. Therefore, jnanena nashyati. Abhimana, kartrutva abhimana, when it goes? When you get jnanam. Who is doing? This body-mind complex is doing. I am not doing. I am not doing anything. This person is very, very, seeing that karma separately. That maturity comes. This is one method. One method, whole agami karma in jnanena nashyati. And next portion he says, Kinchit agami karmanam. Suppose any agami is there, that also Nalini dala gata jalavat jnaninam sambandha nasti. Why? Because of akartrutvam. Just as a water drop on the lotus leaf, it cannot touch the lotus leaf. It is on the lotus leaf, but it cannot touch. Similarly, jnani is like a lotus leaf. Water is like a agami karma. It cannot touch. Therefore, jnani can do lot of karmas after jnanam. He can have many desires also. All shubhavasanas. He can entertain koti. He can have desires. Crores he can have desires. Nothing can touch that person. Wonderful, no? Nalini dala, Nalini anna lotus. Dalam anna petal. Gata jala means the drop on the lotus petal. Jnaninam sambandha nasti. It has no connection, association with jnani. Next, Kinchem ye jnaninam stuvanti bhajanti archayanti tan prati jnanikritam agami punyam gacchati ye jnaninam nindanti dvishanti dukkha pradanam kurvanti tan prati jnanikritam sarvam agami kriyamanam yadavachyam karma papatmakam tad gacchati. this portion is a Ardhavada portion, just to glorify Gnani, that's all. Kincha, moreover, further, ye Jnaninam stuvanti. Some smritis, they say, smriti texts, the Puranas and all, they say, Agami karma is distributed. Jnani's Agami karma distributed. One view is what? Jnani Agami karma also nashyati, is perished. Even Jnani Agami karma, if it is there also, it cannot touch. Second point. All you can include. First one, it will perish. Second idea is, it will not touch. Another idea is that Jnani Krita Agami karma is distributed. For whom he distributes. He calls all of them, you all come, I will give my Agami Punya Papa. He need not do anything. People come and take. People come and take Agami karma of a Jnani. How they take? Whoever worship a Jnani, they take Punya Agami of Jnani. Whoever criticize a Jnani, they take the Papa Agami of a Jnani. Agami Papam. Now look into that. Ye Jnaninam stuvanti. Those people, whoever praise a Jnani, stuvanti, glorify a Jnani, bhajanti, worship a Jnani, praise a Jnani, worship a Jnani, archayanti means worship, bhajanti means bhaj sevayam, serve a Jnani, who serve a Jnani and who worship a Jnani, pada puja pandrathe, and lot of worshipping, his photo or directly worshipping a Jnani or praising a Jnani, directly or indirectly. Stuvanti means praising, bhajanti means serving, archayanti means worshipping. Tam prati, towards them, to those people, Jnani krita agami punyam gacchati. Jnani pannina agami karma goes towards them. That's why our people say, serve Mahatmas. If you serve Mahatmas, you take care of their needs, you serve them, you worship them, always you praise them, their punya comes to you. Then what about papam? Opposite that. Ye Jnaninam nindanti. Whoever criticize a Jnani, nindanti, abuse a Jnani, dvishanti, whoever hate a Jnani, dvishanti, dukkha pradhanam kurvanti, deliberately, wantedly they go and hurt the Jnani, taking the Jnani's things. And the Guru seva pandra pakkathula ukkarandi and taking all his things and going away. And Guru droham pandradannamata, taking all Guru's things and going away. Ye Jnaninam dukkha pradhanam kurvanti, not serving properly, staying near Guru, not serving properly, and not helping the Guru properly, and giving all pain to the Guru. Instead of serving, they cause what? Headache to that Guru. Even povumata irunde thoda panninu irupa, always giving problem to the Guru. What can Guru say? You go away and Guru solla matter. And the Jnani Guru, he never say, he is silent, because avarku dukkam irukadu. This person thinks I am giving nicely, he is suffering because of me. Our suffer because he is a Jnani, he thinks like that and gives pain to the Jnani. Our panna papa karma ellame yad avacham, that which cannot be uttered, that papa, suppose anything is there, it won't be there, suppose anything it happens, anything, adella yarku varum, ivanukku varum. So he distributes nicely enar. Avaru onnu panna venda. And the Jnani yokka presence itself is very, very powerful. You have to be very careful. Jnani presence is always, therefore, wherever Jnanis are there, there is what not. Everything is there. Prosperity, Aishwaryam, everything will be there. That's why Jnani presence itself is a very, very, very auspicious. That's why in our country we respect a Guru and we respect Mahatmas, their presence, we run there and worship them. Why? அவர் தூளி நம்ம மேலே பட்டால் போதும், அவர் கால் தொட்டால் போதும், அவர் நடந்த பாதை அதை தொட்டால் போதும் அப்படின்னு நினைப்போம். எதுக்காகனா இதுக்காக தான். ஏன்னா ஞானி ஈஸ் பகவான், வாக்கிங் காட். அந்த அளவுக்கு பக்தி யாருக்கு இருக்குமோ they will definitely get moksha, either in this janma or next janma. There is no doubt, Shastra says. So, papatmakam tat gacchati. Yada vacham papatmakam kriyamanam sarvam agami gnani kritam yat tat tan prati gacchati. Ye dvishamti, ye nindanti, ye dukkha pradanam kurvanti tan prati. Therefore, careful. Next. Tatha cham atmavit samsaram tirtva brahmanandamihaiva prapnoti. Now the phalam of this Atma Jnanam. The karma topic is over. Now what is the prayojanam of this Atma Jnanam? I am Shuddha Sattva Chitta Ananda Swarupaha. This Jnanam, what is prayojanam? Prayojanam is this, tatha. Thus, Atmavid, the knower of Atma, the wise person, Jnani, samsaram tirtva, having crossed this samsara, means a sorrow, having crossed this sorrow, sorrowful samsara. Why samsara is sorrowful? Because janana marana chakram it is, with full of vyadhi, jara, marana, dukkham is there. Shadurmayaha. Shadurmayaha trimillion, 6 type of pains. Body level, vyadhi, jara, old age and disease. Annamaya kosha level. Pranamaya kosha level, pasi, daham, thirst and hunger. 4 pains. Okay, 2 plus 2. Then manomaya kosha level, what? Moha, shoka, moha, manomaya level. So totally 6. Shadurmayaha is called samsara. From this samsara problem he comes out. Vyadhi, jara, pasi, daham, thirst and hunger, old age and disease, thirst and hunger, and what? Shoka and moha, delusion and sorrow. He tirtva, having crossed. Brahmanandam ihaiva prapnoti. Brahmananda means that Brahma Ananda, I am Brahman, infinite, all-pervading Brahman, Satchidananda Swarupaha, Brahman Ahamasmi iti ihaiva prapnoti. In this janma itself he attains. That means Jivan Mukti prapnoti. Na punyam, na papam, na saukhyam, na dukkham, na mantro, na tirtham, na veda, na yajnaha. Aham bhojanam naiva bhojyam, na bhokta chidananda rupa shivoham shivoham. What is the pramanam? Tarati shokam atma viditi shrutehem. The Guru says, oh my dear Sishya, this is not my just verbal statement. There is a Vedic pramanam in Samaveda, Chandogya Upanishad. There it is said, Narada asked Sanat Kumara, Hey Sanat Kumara, I heard that whoever knows Atma, he can cross over samsara. I heard. That's why teach me about that Atma. Narada asked Sanat Kumara. Tarati Shokam Atmavit. The knower of Atma cross sorrow. I heard that. Therefore, please teach me about Atma. Who will ask nowadays? First he do not know, but Narada knows. He heard from somewhere. Narada from young age he was serving to so many Mahatmas. At his young age, he used to go and sit wherever Mahatmas are talking. And he overheard that what? Atmavitu shokam tarati. Atmavitu shokam tarati. And after learning all Shastras also, Narada's sorrow is continuing. Therefore he asked Sanat Kumara, hey Sanat Kumara, I heard that the knower of Atma can cross over samsara, the dukkha, sorrow. Please teach me. It comes in the 7th chapter of Chandogya. Bhuma Vidya. Tarati Shokam Atmavitu iti. Thus I heard the knower of Atma cross over samsara. Once you know Atma through Lakshyartha, what? Bhagatyaga Lakshanaya. I am not RC, I am not RM, 1, 2, 3, 4. I am Paramatma, the Lakshyartha I take. That Jnanam. Jiva and Paramatma, Aikya Jnanam if I get. Atmavit, I become Atmavit. Once I become Atmavit, Tarati, you cross over. How you cross? Boat, steamer, ship. Tattva Bodha book is the boat. Bhagavad Gita is the boat. Upanishad is the boat. Okay. Tarati. Atmavit Shrutehe. Chandogya Upanishad. Next. Tanum tyajatu va kashyam Shvapachasya grihe अथवा ज्ञान संप्राप्ति समये मुक्तोऽसौ विगताशयः इति स्मृतेश्च. Not only Shruti Pramanam, it is said in Smriti also. Shruti means Veda, direct Veda Pramanam. Smriti means the secondary text, that which is based on Shruti is called Smriti, like Bhagavad Gita, etc. Puranas, Vishnu Puranam, Bhagavata Puranam, so many Puranas are there, Itihasas, Puranas, Smritescha. You can take any Bhagavata Puranam or Vishnu Puranam. Vishnu Puranam very big, Bhagavata Puranam big, even Mahabharata, maybe any text. What it says. Tanum Tejatuva Kashyam. Let him, after getting Jnanam, wherever he leaves the body, he drops the body, doesn't matter. Many people think if I die in the Kashi, so that I can get moksha. There is many people go and sit there. Have you seen? Go and see. Puri and Kashi. I saw both places. Old people. They don't die. After going there also they and they are praying God, Bhagavan take me so fast, soon take me na. Prarabdha exhaust rakaname. And they were trying to die in Kashi. But Jnani never bother whether I die in Kashi or Shvapachasya Grihe, even dog eater's house. Dog eater's house is opposite to Kashi. Mahapapa place anamata. Who eats dog? But a person, even if he eats dog, such a patakaha, in that house, suppose a Jnani is traveling, suddenly rain came, he enters such a house. Suddenly he drops his body at that night. Jnani. Jnani ke papam varmo. He says, Swapachasya grihe athava swapachasya grihe gnana samprapta samaye muktaha asau. ஞானம் வரும்போதே அவன் முக்தன் ஆயிட்டான். இந்த பாடிக்கு என்ன கனெக்ஷன்? கொப்பரை தெரியுமோ? கொப்பரை. அந்த கொப்பரை when it dries up inside, it detaches itself from the shell. இப்போ ஞானி is like a கொப்பரை. And the coconut, dry coconut detached from the shell, this gnani also detached from the body-mind complex. 3 ஷரீரம்ஸ். சரீர அபிமானமே இல்லை அவருக்கு. இது எங்கே போனால் என்ன அவருக்கு இல்லையா? யாராவது கர்ம பண்ணணுமா, 13வது நாள் கர்மா, மாதம் மாதம் கர்மா, அதெல்லாம் அவசியமே இல்லை அவருக்கு. ஞானி அசௌ ஜீவன் முக்தா. முக்தா அசௌ ஞான சம்பிராப்த சமயே. ஞானம் வரும்போது தத்துவபோதை படிக்கும்போதே முக்தி வந்தாச்சு. எங்கள் பாடி எங்கே விட்டால் என்ன? தத்துவபோதை படிக்கும்போது என்ன சொன்னால் கீதாவுக்கு வராமல் இருக்காதுங்கோ. நெக்ஸ்ட்டு வந்து கீதா we are going to study. கீதா உபனிஷத் எல்லாம் படிக்கணும். ஓகே. ஞான சம்பிராப்த சமயே முக்தா அசௌ விகத ஆசயா இதி. Asha is not there. I have to die in so and so place. I have to die in only punya place, auspicious in a pilgrimage, that center, sacred centers, sacred place only I have to die. I have to die only near the temple, near the puja room. Vigata ashayaha. No asha is there. From whom all ashas are gone. Vigata ashayana, he is not dropping asha. Vigata ashaya means from whom the desires have gone, the expectations have gone, they have withdrawn. இவன் கிட்ட இருந்து என்ன பிரயோஜனம்? நான் இன்னொரு ஆள் பார்த்துக்கிறேன்னு சொல்லி எல்லாம் போயிடுமா? This person is like a lotus leaf, no? Lotus petal. இவன் கிட்ட இருந்து என்ன பிரயோஜனம்? ஒன்றும் ஃப்ரக்டிஃபை ஆகாது. அதனால தஸ் விகத ஆசயா, they have gone. இதி ஸ்மிருதேஷ்ச இதி தத்வபோத பிரகரணம் சமாப்தம். So this gnani need not wait for Uttarayanam, Dakshinaayanam. ஐயோ எனக்கு சுக்ல கதி வருமோ, கிருஷ்ண கதி வருமோ, என்ன கதி என்ன? இப்போ ஞானிக்கு நோ கதி. See, if you do lot of punya karma, dhanam, lot of punya karma you do, you go to Swarga through Krishna gati. Suppose you are a upasaka, every day you do upasana, Devi upasaka, or any upasana if you do, you go to Brahmaloka through Shukla gati. Idu Uttarayanam, adi ondi Dakshinayanam. Krishna gati is Dakshinayanam, Shukla gati is Uttarayanam. Okay, the Shukla gati, adi Krishna gati. These are all we are going to see again in 8th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, elaborately. Urdhva gachanti sattvastaha madhye tishtanti rajasaha, like that it comes. So this Shukla gati, Krishna gati, all these gatis are not there for gnani. அப்போ என்ன சுவாமினி உனக்கு கத்தி இல்லைன்னா அதோ கத்தியா அண்ணா? இல்லை, இவருக்கு வந்து அகதி என்னார். Agati means he need not travel. He recognized that I am travel free person. I need not go to any place, any train, any flight. I need not buy a ticket. Once for all journey is over. That's why there is no Uttarayanam, Dakshinayanam, waiting, all these things. Therefore he is Muktaha. This is called Tattvabodha. Thus ends the Tattvabodha Prakaranam. This Prakaranam, the text called Tattvabodha Prakarana Grantha Samaptam, concluded. So, with this, all the 6 topics are over. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।